Yeah.
Actually, that was me, actually.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Gimmeabreakman channel. I just got my rights back. I must have been this week. I didn't even notice. I was banned 6 months ago.
Oh really?
Right? Yeah.
Just for being too manly.
Well, I uploaded a Japanese bullfighting video for Ronin Dave, and he had like 2 million views on it, and someone like PETA or someone struck it on his channel, even though the same video exists everywhere.
PETA. Wow.
Well, no, just PETA lovers and people.
Okay.
You know those terrible people who love animals.
Yeah.
So they flagged his video and it got taken down. So as an experiment, we just thought, well, they just did it because you're a much smaller channel. Let's put it on my channel because it's bigger. Maybe they'll leave it alone. And it was up for about a year, and then it got flagged and they banned me for 6 months. I mean, they destroyed my live streaming rights up.
I recently got banned too. I did a 13.5-hour stream the other day, or maybe 2 weeks ago.
Christ. You were really busy that day, right?
Huh?
That's one of your busy days, right?
Yeah, one of my busy days.
You couldn't do 24 hours. Yeah.
And no, I couldn't do it. And towards the end, I got really tired, and I decided to watch a Michael Jackson music video.
Oh,
and
no.
Sony of America didn't really enjoy that, or Sony Music Entertainment didn't enjoy that.
Yeah,
so I got banned for a week for that. And I moved to Twitch. I got affiliated within that week, and then miraculously, YouTube unbanned me on that same day. I got affiliated on Twitch.
Just a minute, you were banned for only 1 week?
Yeah, I was banned for a week.
I was banned for 6 months.
Did you talk to anyone?
No, I didn't even try. I didn't really care.
Oh, you should have tried.
Okay, well.
I hit up a lot of people on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, like they can see from Victor's got like tattoos from all of his time being banned on YouTube. He's got like affiliations. He's a known quantity. You're like a first-time offender. So
let's introduce to the 4 people who don't know us. I'm Victor. I want to thank you for clicking on this video, live streaming. I recently reacquired my live streaming rights. You might know the guy. Does everyone see the people? Only we see the people in the bottom.
Let me go to the thing at the bottom.
On the video, you can see the people on the bottom.
Yeah, we're at the bottom.
They can. So the guy to the far left, I guess, is we just say your channel name, right?
You can speak katakana. So Raito.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. That's Raito. He's from South Africa. And he's a Jvlogger as well. I guess you're a Jvlogger. I mean, I don't want to label you, but
yeah, you can label me. I don't care.
He's from South Africa, which is pretty rare in the Jvlog.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. He's one of the white guys from South Africa, I guess. They're taking his land and all that. Then the guy next to him is Zach.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Phoenix. What's your channel name again? Phoenix what?
Phoenix 787.
787.
Yeah.
Which is what? What does that stand for?
Well, I used to live in Phoenix, and the 787 is my favorite airplane. So.
Okay, so
it's code.
Yeah. When I started my channel back in 2012, it was just uploading various airplane videos. So then it kind of went from there to whatever this is.
And then you discovered that women existed.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. And Zach is helping us put together. I would say he's. I guess I don't want to give him so much credit, but he's the driving force behind the Hanami.
Yeah, he's doing all the work.
Oh, really?
He's doing all the work. Yeah. He's so
that's cool.
So thanks to Zach.
It's fun work. That's what I like to say.
He's helping organize the.
He's funding it.
Oh, hold up! I think I remember Zach. Zach, did you do a video about Hikosaemon like not wanting to do the? Before a long time ago, like years ago.
Yeah, like 3 years ago. 3 years.
Okay, I remember that. That's dope.
So that's 5 minutes in, and drama has already started.
No, I didn't mean that. I just recognized it. I just recognized him.
Well, it's like I helped him back in 15 or 16, whatever that was. With like he asked me to help him, and I was like, sure. And then I was in the promotion video, and then from there he was like, yeah, I'm not going to do it anymore. I was like, all right, I'll take over then. That's when it happened.
No, he offered it to you. You didn't say I'm going to take over. He offered it to you.
Right.
And then he took it back for us. It's a long,
unnecessary story.
Yeah, but
hey, Tanaka-mura's in the chat.
And then next to him is that Nico? Yeah, Nico.
Yeah.
Nico Nikita, who's the most underrated, and he's an Austrian Jvlogger. but Jvlog, right? Temporarily, at least. He's in Japan right now. He's actually here in Nagoya.
Yep.
Yeah, and he makes really well edited videos, and I think they're really good and humorous and more interesting than most of the stuff out there. But his sub count would lead you to believe otherwise. It's really strange. No, it's really strange.
By the way, when you said I was humorous, that's just because that's the humor stuck in the 90s at the latest.
It's 90s level humor?
Well, not even that.
It's good. It's good stuff.
Half the time they jokes fall flat.
90s is good. I mean, 80s is mostly like sexist. So 90s is a good sort of middle point to hit. I think that's a good target.
I think you're probably right, Hiko.
Yeah.
90s humor is
comedies in the 1980s were like crazy. You look at them today, and it's like people would be like, you know, having rage trigger fits in the middle of the theater. Like, you know, you couldn't do those anymore. 90s
was like self-aware age.
It's when we became woke, I guess.
I don't know. It's all depressing. Humor. So, well, I don't know. It still exists. So,
right.
And then next to him, of course, is Hikosaemon, who has the black headphones on, big black headphones, and you guys probably know him from the 2.5 Voyage show, which I am representing today with a T-shirt.
Hey, merch.
He's also, of course, every Sunday night
nice plug.
He broadcasts his Tokyo. What's it called? Tokyo Tonight.
Tokyo Tonight. Yeah. I just talk randomly for an hour and apologize for what the time.
You should apologize to China and Korea repeatedly or Japan.
I do every time. The trolls come in and I apologize and take the monetized views. So very good.
All right. So can I? Do you mind if I kind of direct this a little while?
Sure.
Yeah. So the guy that I think will surprise Hiko has been on this show before, I believe. I think I might be wrong. He used to be called Cowboy in Japan. Is that right?
That's true, but I was never on the show. I was offered to be on the show, but I respectively declined.
That's right. You said you didn't feel like you were worthy yet.
I feel like I couldn't entertain your audience for an hour and 30 minutes at that time. I was really new at that time, though, so I've learned a lot, really.
You were blonde, and you were into fashion, right?
Yeah, I think so. At that time,
no.
I've had many phases, many changes.
Were you married? Were you married back then?
Yeah, I was the whole time I've been. Yeah.
Are you still married?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
6 years actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
It was recently my anniversary.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
You sound so surprised, Victor.
Congrats, man.
Were you at the Osaka Hanami back in 2016?
No, I've never joined any type of event or get together or anything.
You do look familiar. That's why I asked.
I've always been in my little corner. You know, I've never really.
I recognize the face mask.
Well, the face mask goes on. That's what I wanted to ask you about.
What's up?
The face mask makes me think that you lost everything in your life and now you just in the room and live stream. I mean, I'm not being.
No.
I'm not trying to be funny or insulting.
No.
I've only seen.
I had surgery. I had plastic surgery. My lip and my nose. I had to fix that.
Really?
Yeah. Snowboarding accident recently.
Oh, okay. You heard it wasn't cosmetic.
No.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey, question. What is the maximum limit of people that can join this? Because I suspect maybe we're at the limit, and that's why Simon can't join.
Oh, really?
If that's the case, maybe I will drop out in time. But what is the limit? Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I thought it was
like 8.
I thought it was 8 or 10.
Yeah. Okay. Well, sorry. Just he's having trouble, and if it's
catch any numbers recently.
Usually, if it's if you like, I remember once I was invited to go to join a show, and there was already I think 8 people in there, and you get a message that says that the call is full, and that's I don't know if you got that message or not.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're 7 right now. So this would be the 8th.
One more can fit, I think. Well, the person in this room who knows the most about live streaming is Itsyaboyjrock.
Probably, yeah. I think. Yeah, I recently started live streaming again. I think I told you a little bit.
Yeah.
My friend
like
Eric.
You made me feel like an idiot by
Sorry
saying.
about that. I didn't mean to really.
I
I asked my friend Erica. Huh?
There's this thing called live streaming, and we younger people do it.
I didn't mean it that way.
That's what
it was just for someone who live streams. I knew about your show before, and I knew like back in the day you were all about upgrading your camera equipment and trying new things. I thought that you would know what like Twitch was and donations and TTS and media and stuff like that. So when you asked me like basic questions like, well, what does this mean? I was like, oh, you don't know what that means? Like, really? So I didn't mean to offend you, but it just came as a surprise.
It's all right. I'm completely over it. Just the way you wrote the email was like. So tell us about live streaming. Tell us about your live streaming, because it seems like you're the one who's actually making and please, you don't have to answer these questions, but you're making a living doing this, aren't you?
Yeah, I can answer that. Yeah, I am starting to make a living from live streaming. I guess to go all the way back, I kind of quit YouTube. I was in YouTube for the money at the beginning. Then someone came. Yeah, someone came and said, "Hey, you can make more money if you go to this place from 9 a.m. to 7 a.m. and you can make a whole lot more." So that's what I did for the last 4 years.
What do you mean 9 a.m. to 7 a.m.? You mean 9 to 7 p.m., right?
Or 7 p.m. Yeah.
Okay. That's a long schedule.
Yeah. Really.
So how does that work? I mean, how do you make money live streaming?
How do you make? It's easy. You just do what Hikosaemon does.
Mm-hmm.
Just rant on live for like an hour and stuff and apologize, and people just give you money.
But do you have to? You ask them for money? How does that work?
No, you don't have to. I mean, you could ask for money if you really wanted to. People enjoy your entertainment.
I'm not asking for myself. I'm just curious.
No. I get it.
Asking for a friend. Asking for a friend.
But Tokyo Drew just got 200 yen from someone on his last live stream who said, we're your haters. Here's some money. Just because we own you, there is money for us.
Really?
Yeah. Tokyo Drew is like
they hate him.
On Reddit, and they like came over and just gave him money, and they're like, we got you again. I don't know.
You can hate on me, guys. You don't want to own me. I'm cheap. $dollars.
One of my favorite
money and pretend that we're stealing it.
I uploaded. Yeah, this is like kind of off topic, but I uploaded my first video of my daughter when she was born, and within like an hour, I got 14 dislikes because of Reddit, and I'm like, who hates my daughter? like 14 sudden dislikes. So I don't know if Reddit is a good place to go.
No, are you crazy? Why would you do that? Are you serious?
No. I mean, I didn't even know of Reddit. If you go in the stats of an application I have, you can see the links where people click and stuff.
Yeah.
So I did that.
What subreddit did you upload to?
Yeah, Japan Circle Jerk.
He didn't
upload there. It was something with Japan, something jerk.
Oh God! Don't upload there.
It is Japan Circle Jerk.
Oh yeah.
Why would you do that?
So you're misunderstanding. He didn't put it on Reddit. Someone.
Yeah, I didn't. No.
Really?
Okay. I was gonna say.
Okay.
And what exactly was the video?
It was my daughter was born, and
like, was it coming out of your wife?
Yeah, no.
I was gonna say.
What would be
that should get.
I'm live streaming my daughter's birth. Gotta watch that right now if you want to see.
Oh
No.
my God.
I'm not gonna talk any further.
No, it was just when she was like moving and in the, I don't know, like, you don't call it a cage, but
Cradle.
Yeah, cradle of full.
Yeah,
she was in there, and then I just recorded like some cute gestures she made, and then I'm like, I better delete this, and so yeah, and now it's different. But I mean, that's just what I wanted to say that about Reddit, because I'm like, where did I get all these dislikes? Like, it's not a good video, but then again, you have to put it into perspective.
It was just an emotional video you wanted just to share. Right?
There's other outlets that you can upload to, but the key to Reddit is you got to do it anonymously. If you try to like self brag on Reddit, you're gonna get shafted.
No, but he didn't
will
upload.
always
He didn't.
get shafted.
Share
I
it
know. I know.
Someone shared.
I lurk on Japan's Circle Jerk just to see what they're
Me
talking
too, me too, me too, me
Really?
too. Guilty
It's
pleasure,
a
guilty pleasure,
circus.
guilty pleasure. I love it. It's,
I don't post on there. I just see what they're talking about. It's a circus.
That's
Yeah.
like someone who says that they bet Playboy for the articles. I mean, seriously, I just go into Circle Jerk to read the post. That sounds very suspicious.
I don't go there at all. I completely ignore Nichan, 4chan, and Circle.
I think you would enjoy Reddit though.
Yeah.
I've been there, but I don't see any point. You know.
I'm active
You
on
have to
support Reddits.
subscribe to a subreddit that you're interested in.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I do go to Reddit to find out ways to fix a problem, tech problem I'm having, like my iPhone, or I want to get, I want to do something, some texting, and I'll find it on Reddit sometimes. But there's not these hate groups that I've seen, like that Circle Jerk group.
That's how I know Reddit.
I made a video. I went through there and read it once, like about 4 years ago, and I made a video responding to all the comments.
Oh my god.
It was funny. It was funny. Like
Right.
I saw the video. That was
it's a
genuinely
good
funny.
video. It's fine. I mean,
It was a good video.
I
It would be-
basically
it would
answered
be
everybody.
Oh, sorry,
You know-
Victor.
Making. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, ladies first. Oh, sorry.
Oh, is it going to be like that? Is it? Okay.
It's,
We'll see. I
just
think he's
something
going
I
to come to
say.
South Africa pretty soon, and we'll see what happens after that.
well, we have a better team, okay? So we just have to wait and see.
Oh, this is some kind of rugby rivalry.
Okay, me wearing pink, I'll go first. So, see, no. I wanted to say that Victor uploaded a video like about 4 years ago about a guy that was filmed by a Japanese TV program, and the guy walked on tatami mats outside bare feet and inside his apartment. I don't know if you remember this, but
No.
he came to Japan to study, and then the people kind of made fun of him on Japanese TV.
Oh yeah. I remember that fat guy.
Yeah.
He's
So-
super dweeb. He's a famous otaku. Yeah, and they
Yeah.
cast
Yes.
him on a Japanese TV
Famous.
show, and they were making fun of him the whole time. I forgot.
Famous, by the way.
Sorry, Hiko, you're next. Sorry.
No, I just had a really stupid idea that I needed urgently to share with everybody. That wouldn't it be fun to do a Reddit Ask Me Anything on Japan Circle Jerk with this?
Dude, that would be fun.
Just an idea.
So, can I ask some questions of some of the new guys first? I want to go back to it's your boy.
What's up?
Jvloggers. I have trouble saying it's your boy.
Yeah, what
It's
should
your
we
boy.
call you?
You know, I hear a lot of people say, "Hey, it's your boy Vic." You know, and
It's
I
your
always feel-
boy.
I can't say that.
It's
I don't feel
your
comfortable.
boy. What's up?
But yeah, so you actually, I want to understand what you're doing. You're live streaming on Twitch and re-uploading to YouTube?
No. My main platform is YouTube. But when I got banned for that 1 week, I had to move to Twitch. So I took most of
Ooh.
the people who would jump platforms to just watch me. I want to thank those guys because they didn't have to, but they did anyways.
Mhm.
So I streamed on Twitch for 1 week, got affiliated. Then I got
What does- I don't
unbanned
know what that
from
means.
YouTube.
What does that mean? You got affiliated?
It's like you can start. Let's like monetization.
Mhm.
Like you can start monetizing your videos and start. People can send you like bits and donations and stuff.
And so after 1 week on Twitch, you
Yeah, but you have to really go hard at it. Like you have to like stream like
every day.
pretty good
Yeah,
amount
that's
and
an
keep a
important- that's a
consistent
really good-
audience and stuff like that.
How many hours are you streaming a day?
I stream anywhere from 4 to 14 hours a day.
See, that's
Jesus.
About
this guy's a
7.
pro. This guy's a professional. That's what
And it's IRL. It's not inside. It's outside.
Damn.
So I'm streaming mini.
what are you using
adventures.
to stream? Your iPhone or what?
Well, I'm using. Well, before I was just using my iPhone 6s Plus,
Mhm. That's
but
what
I
have
recently
it.
got an Digi 1 Pro, so I use this to stream and this to read chat and to do other stuff. So I have 2 phones right now. And I got a sponsorship by Japan Wi-Fi Buddy, who's supposed to send me a Wi-Fi unlimited data Wi-Fi box.
I have Ninja Wi-Fi. They
on the-
sponsor me.
Oh, really?
Ninja Wi-Fi.
Ninja Wi-Fi.
Competing sponsors.
Love
Yeah.
Ninja Wi-Fi.
So I'm getting
If they don't want to see you
sponsorships, dude.
coming, you get Ninja Wi-Fi.
Yeah, really. Oh God.
So yeah, I go hard at it every day. And I stream at the same time. I start at 10 a.m. Japan time, and then I stream the whole day, and then that's it. I'll end the stream and
Did you say
do
the
whatever.
whole day? Did you say ho?
The whole day,
Okay.
sorry.
I thought that
The
was
whole day, and that's it.
Okay. So, and you make a living almost.
Yeah. Well, I'm starting to I'm starting to get investors and people donate. Like sometimes people donate. They can donate $1, and their message will be read across the screen, and it'll read out loud. Or they can donate $5, and they can play whatever song or clip they want.
So I don't understand the music thing. Copyright is not a problem?
No, not most of the time, because it's only 60 seconds, and I'm not showing the music video. I did get in trouble that one time by Sony Music Entertainment because I had the full screen of Michael Jackson's Billie Jean,
That's
and I wasn't talking. I muted the mic, and I was just vibing to the music. So I did get in trouble that time. But I do get, like, here, I'll read an example email that they sent me, because they sent me copyright claims. It says, Itsyaboyjrock, a copyright owner using Content ID claims some material on your video. This is not a copyright strike. This claim does not affect your account status or anything. There are either ads running on your video with revenue going to the copyright owner, or the copyright owner is receiving stats about your video. That's it.
Okay. Well,
And then my videos aren't monetized anyways because I lost it during the when YouTube changed their rules or whatever.
right.
So I'm working back.
But you've got enough views and hours, don't you? Viewing hours to
I still need a few more actually.
You
The
need to
live
research.
streaming really helps.
Yeah, it really does help. Like I was mentioning earlier, live streaming counts towards your watch time on YouTube.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to get back on the YouTube partner program, I would suggest just live streaming.
Yeah, and I'm a
I was
verified
joking.
partner on YouTube, so
Yeah, I was joking to some people that like who were worried about the minutes that they should just do like a 20-hour live stream, and they'd be over the line. But you actually do that. I'm impressed. You're like the example.
it works. It
It's
works.
crazy.
He doesn't make money from that anyway. He makes money from the donations, right?
Yeah, donate. And people can donate as much as they want. They can donate $1, $5, $20, $100. I've gotten two $100 donations before.
Wow.
Wow.
By the way, what I've noticed is if they are from some countries or some places, that price is VAT included. So I was donated to a friend like $8 once, and then they took off 20% because VAT in Europe is 20%. And it's like, damn, I'd rather have PayPal you the money.
Well, PayPal
really.
takes a cut. PayPal takes a cut, so I don't get the full 100 or the full $1. I think maybe if they donate $1, I'll get like 80 cents maybe or something like that.
All right.
So-
That's kind of a right, and that 20% was on top of YouTube fees. So, yeah, it like made it to 60% of what I gave him. So that kind of sucked.
Yeah, and I don't use YouTube for that reason because YouTube takes a cut from there. So I use Streamlabs strictly.
Yeah,
right.
That's the way to go.
Streamlabs, it's called?
Yeah, Streamlabs.
Yeah,
Streamlabs,
Streamlabs,
OBS.
What is
That's what I
Streamlabs?
use.
OBS?
So you use Streamlabs kind of syncs up to OBS, and like the message
Yeah.
will appear on the screen and stuff. Do you ever get any like really crazy messages? Because you probably have like the speaker thing, right? That plays over it.
Yeah.
When you're outside and stuff, do people ever send you like really cringy stuff and you have to be like, oh crap, I gotta hide this thing?
There have been a few times, but I mean, I just own it. You know, it's
Right.
what I chose to do.
That's
So
the best way to do it.
yeah, and sometimes people will stop me in the stores. Like the workers will be like, will stop me and say like, hey, you can't like, are you recording in the store? And I'll just say, oh, I'll just pretend I don't understand, and I'll just say, oh, I'm American. I'm talking to my family right now. Do you want to see? And they're like, oh, no, it's okay.
Oh god.
So I get away with it. So
There was this Asian guy who came to Japan and was walking around, and people were paying for him to talk. They would donate money or something for him to do things to strangers.
Oh yeah, I read about
Talk to
that. Yeah, he was on Twitch.
He was on YouTube, some chubby Asian guy.
Oh, hi, no.
I forgot what his name was, but
Are
it
you
was
sure he's on YouTube? It wasn't
it was
Twitch?
on YouTube. It was on YouTube. I mean, it might have been re-uploaded, but it was pretty cringy. And I was wondering how he was doing it. But
There is a chubby Asian guy who's really popular. I think he lives in
I think he's
Tokyo.
from California. I think he's in California
Oh,
originally.
California.
Yeah, but he came to Tokyo. He came to
Oh.
visit, and it was really cringy.
Oh yeah, Asian. I just saw in the comments. It's Asian Andy.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
Asian Andy. Yeah, I follow him too.
Yeah, he's like he's part of like the most famous IRL streamers. Like,
No, I wouldn't say that. I'd say Ice Poseidon is, but
well, yeah, he's part of Ice Poseidon's group. I love
yeah,
Ice Poseidon.
but
That guy is
Asian
so
Andy
funny.
built his channel on TTS, on these blaring
Yeah.
racist stuff. I hit up Asian Andy. I wanted to
what
be
is
on the TX
TTS?
network.
What's TTS?
Text to speech.
Oh, okay.
They can
Oh,
donate
yeah.
$1 and their message can be
I was
read
asking for a
aloud.
friend.
So a lot of people troll like IRL streamers and say like racist stuff.
Yeah.
Play songs that are racist or sexual type of material.
Some of those things are just absolutely hysterical because they're like
They're pretty
freaking out. They're
funny.
like,
It's cringy as hell.
yeah.
but-
Oh yeah, right, exactly. But that's what makes it funny.
All right. Okay. That's interesting. That's pretty educational, actually. You should do a video on just educating people about this stuff. Because what you think is common sense or that everyone knows, a lot of people don't know, and could benefit from it, or at least learn what you're doing. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, I guess.
Like Hiko's doing live show. He's not making any money, so he's kind of
Well,
wasting.
I'm
that's something
giving
he-
money away, if anything. So yeah, I'm paying people.
So Mashu Rina are in the comment section, and I don't think they've gotten their partnership yet, yet, because they're lacking viewing hours, and they're surprised about the live streaming. So everyone's sure it counts towards your.
Yes, I'm very sure. I can vouch for that.
Okay.
I think you need 4. I don't know about partnership because I was a verified partner since like 2014.
Mhm.
So I don't know if it counts towards that. I know to monetize your videos, you need 4,000 hours.
Yeah.
No, 4,000 minutes or 4,000 hours.
Hours.
4,000 hours.
Hours. That's
Yeah.
Hours.
in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm already almost halfway there. And I've only been streaming for like a month and a half.
Wow,
Right,
I'm
yeah.
gonna start streaming. I think
it's the future. I think people should like before like the only reason I made YouTube videos was the interaction. Like I would upload a video and then wait for the comments and then reply, and then that would be what I did it for. I love that
Right. Yeah,
interaction.
me too.
I do want to add to the streaming. Streaming is a completely different skill set to making videos.
Right.
Very,
Yeah.
very different. You have to be very, very careful with that. And I think when I started streaming, I started nuking my gaming channel because I have the skills of making videos, but not of streaming. I was
Right.
really boring that time.
Yeah, you have to be really entertaining. You have to keep the chat going over and over, or you have to keep it moving. You have to be entertaining. If there's dead air, like it's not interesting.
At times, I forgot to look at the chat. For example, I was like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
should
have to
play
read
the
the
games."
chat.
With that kind of face, I did
I
that
see.
face.
Oh, so interaction is very important. You hear that?
I've got a
Marcelino?
question. though.
Yeah, please.
Sorry, do you guys like just upload it after the stream, or do you actually edit it and then upload it?
On
Because-
YouTube, it sometimes just auto uploads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
live
but
stream?
yeah, I did it, but I mean, I had the option to like make it private and everything, and then I thought, well, if I do screen recording, or I can still edit everything and cut out all the boring stuff.
Sure,
But
that's
I
actually
doubt
what a lot
people will watch it.
A lot of people do that. There is a lot of streamers on Twitch. They take highlight reels, and upload that as separate videos. And sometimes they even have separate dudes who do that for them.
Yeah.
That's what a few people from like Twitch do. They upload all that stuff onto YouTube. Like I think that's how Ninja got like 8 million subs, because he's usually on Twitch, but then he uploads all the the highlights to YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, I think you're right. I
He
think you're right.
has 8 million subs on YouTube from uploading re-uploads of his Twitch stuff.
Yeah. Well, is he still the most followed Twitch?
I don't think so.
person?
He's not. I think he's
Okay.
number 2 and number 3 now, but he was at one time.
I see.
He's so good, he takes 2 places at once.
Yeah.
Now, is Ice Poseidon like the top Twitch? Is the top IRL streamer? Because everyone knows. I mean, everyone who knows streamers knows of Ice Poseidon. in my
Yeah,
opinion.
Ice is permabanned on Twitch. So You can't mention him. You can't show his face.
You can't
talk about him. So
who's
he
laughing?
moved to YouTube. I think he's been on YouTube for about 2 years now.
That is
And he has his own network now, so it's to rival.
So how does he make money now if he's banned?
No, he just does some
he's
YouTube.
He has his own streamer house now. He was live today. He has a whole mansion full of streamers now. And,
that guy is always doing something nuts.
He's like a pimp now.
That's the stream battery farm. That's the stream battery farm.
To become a live streamer in LA on his network,
Mm-hmm.
people go to his house, homeless people as well.
Really?
With a phone, preferably an Android phone, and they don't leave, and they become a streamer.
Good question from Masturina, because I'm not up. I know who Ninja is, and I kind of vaguely know. I've seen bits and pieces, but explain for the uninformed. Masturina is asking, why was Poseidon perma-banned?
Ice Poseidon.
I'm sorry.
God. Yeah, he got.
What happened?
Yeah,
he got swatted on an airplane
in Phoenix Airport.
He got what?
I was watching that when it happened. I was like,
swatted.
Swatted. He leaked his gate, and like he was leaving for a flight, and someone decided it would be funny to call a bomb threat on the airplane.
Yeah.
It was
so
wait a minute. So he was a victim, though. He got banned.
Yeah, he was the victim. Yeah.
So it wasn't his fault, but those were the early days of IRL. Like he started it all with Pokemon Go. Like before Pokemon Go, before Ice Poseidon, no one was going outside to stream. People wouldn't even think about going outside to stream because it's all about computers and video games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, before then the internet structure wasn't good enough anyway. So
Right.
now it is.
People have like these insane IRL gears. Like I met an IRL streamer in Sheebs once. He has like a backpack with like a mobile
Probably the
router.
gun run backpack.
Right, yeah. And he has this camera, a Sony camera, like one of those
Are you talking about Jake and Bake?
Yeah. I met him in Sheebs once, and he had like all this stuff with him. And he had like
probably the most famous Japanese live IRL live streamer.
That's what my friend told me.
What's his name?
Jake and Bake.
Jake and Bake.
Like shake and bake. But
Right.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like myth.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Chiefs. Chiefs.
So, Hiko, what's you're not really monetizing your channel.
I kind of
I mean, I'm not not criticizing.
not really.
Just, you know, really, because you just do it for fun.
No, I do just do it for fun. Although actually, I've kind of been doing a few experiments this year to see if I can get. So I was only doing every week 1 hour long live streams, which I realize is great. I always get pretty good views and always great people come on and there's great chat. But I also realize it's not growing. So I've been doing an experiment this year to see if I can sort of do something.
That's right. How's that going? The experiment.
It's going pretty well, actually. So I'm cutting out segments of the show on specific topics so that people can sort of get into what the show is about based on the standalone news stories to see if that grows some subs. And I think you made the point as well that if you're not monetizing, it can, well, nobody's sure exactly, but there's a theory that it won't get as picked up by the algorithm if it's not monetized. Like there's no incentive for YouTube. So
YouTube doesn't make any money either. So
yeah. So I've kind of flipped all the switches just this year. So I'm doing these mini videos. I have monetized all the vids. I'm not doing it because I give a shit about the money, but I'm just seeing if I can do something to spark some growth because I've got 33,000 subs, but it hasn't really changed for about 2 or 3 years. So I just sort of want to see what I can do to grow it a bit.
I like what you're doing there because, I mean, if I I always miss the live stream because I'm usually doing something Sunday night. So when you're covering it, especially if it's a topic that I really like, I'm like, hell yeah, I'll go back and watch it.
Pleasuring yourself is not really an excuse.
Damn it! Okay, I'll see you in the chat tomorrow night then.
You can pleasure yourself while you watch Hiko.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
Both hands. So seriously, just do what you got to do, and you can watch it.
He won't notice.
Guys, that's why we all held up our hands at the start.
Everyone shake their hands.
Yeah.
That's why we all got our hands at the start.
I'm eating food here, so.
You know what? You should hold up your hands. In one hand, you have a bottle of Vaseline.
Well, in one hand should be a
whiskey here.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, let's. Hey, thanks a lot, man. And it's your boy Jvloggers. Is that do you ever put out your real name, or is that private, or how does that work?
No, I put out my first name. Hey, J-Rod, what's up?
I mean, what do I call you? Do I just call you J-Rod?
No, you can call me Jonathan. That's my actual name.
Okay. No, I just kind of a say, hey, it's your boy J-Rock.
No, people call me, J-Rock mostly.
I gotta say it this way. Hey, it's your boy J-Rock. How you doing? Hey, it's your boy J. I feel like I gotta use my body when I talk to you if I say that. Okay. Well, you should. Are you located in Tokyo?
No, I'm in Shizuoka.
Okay. Oh, that's
nice.
Okay. Well, you could come out to the Hanami on March 30th if you're.
Yeah, we got a donation goal started on my live stream. Yeah, Andy's in the chat too. What's up, Jonathan? Do your Victor impression.
What do you have a
Victor? You want me to do a Victor impression? I don't have any. I don't have any whiskey. I don't have any whiskey glasses. Wait, I have some glasses though. Hang on.
This is a good bottle, man. This is a good bottle.
I have some glasses here. I have this glass. So okay. Glasses. Hang on. Let me switch to my other camera. Hang on.
But I never wear a black mask though. So.
Yeah, you never wear a black mask, right?
I have a few here. Like people stare at me even more than. But I wanted to say about drinking. At the Hanami, I want to drink some strong zeros with you guys. Usually I'm drinking once a week. Once a week. Okay, it's a big difference.
Once a week.
So
once a week.
Oh my God, it's just it's like I'm looking in a mirror now.
Wait, I haven't started my impression.
Hey Victor, yeah, I think there's something wrong with your webcam. I think you're showing up in two places.
Yeah, that's weird.
I need a whiskey glass. Oh wait, you got a headset on? Okay.
I used to have long hair, but I never had a man bun.
Never had a man bun.
Oh my God.
In the 90s?
You should make an ASMR video. Barber versus man bun.
Okay, here's my Victor impression. Ready?
Okay.
Ready? Oh, whiskey! Oh, whiskey! Oh. You don't have to watch. You don't have to listen, or you don't have to watch the video. Okay, you can just listen. Just do your laundry. Okay. Yeah. Drama again. Kind of Gen 3. Drama again.
Actually, you goofed it the same way I do. I sometimes say you don't have to listen. Just watch. Oh, Simon's here.
Oh, fine.
There you go.
Hey. Oh, hey.
Sorry about I hadn't had enough wine. I'm sorry. Sorry, people.
Simon is in Austria or Bulgaria?
Simon says.
Where are you, Simon? I forgot.
Well, I'm in my spare room. No, I'm in Belgium.
Belgium.
Belgium, and I've not had enough wine to realize that I have to click to agree to join.
Simon, where is great? Hey, let's go on the Japanese topic real quick, just to give our audience something.
Oh, audience!
I'd actually be interested in. Besides what I'm just
speeches.
No, Hiko. Yes. I noticed that Right is wearing a pink wool. What is that called? Wool.
Didn't he say
beanie.
To call him Raito?
Yeah,
Raito. Yes.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
and Hiko, and I don't care, and I'm just explaining something to the people.
I think I know where you're going, and I stop. Victor, stop now.
Why don't you wear a hat? Because you know how Japanese are so sensitive about. And so in Japan, okay, for those of you who don't know, so many Japanese men are very sensitive about losing hair on their top of their head. They're more than Westerners. Like we don't care. Generally, I'm slowly going bald on top there. Like a little.
I've seen women go bald too here. A lot of women.
I wouldn't care.
I would pay for you to go bald, Zach.
I'm 26 and already growing bald.
As someone who's been through the process, Zach, you should pay attention. I think, but yes, that's how it starts.
Yeah, so Hiko,
I look like a space
really. But do they forgive you because you're foreign? Does it not matter, or you just don't care, or
all of the above? Yeah, I think you get a gaijin pass. Plus, I don't care.
I think you do get a gaijin pass.
What happens is, if Japanese comment, generally they'll say, where Japanese are sensitive about like having their hair super short, is a lot of Japanese have a complex about the shape of their heads, because you know how there's a kind of how a lot of Japanese people have relatively large heads, like when they're babies and stuff, and they're even like have these donut pillows that they put the babies' heads on. They're really paranoid about making sure that the heads end up like round, but a lot of people, they put on futons when they're kids, when their hair
it gets flat.
so soft. They have these backstage, which they all get really like messed up about. So they don't like to have crew cuts like baseball players because they hate the shapes of their heads, and so they see my head, it's relatively round, and I get compliments on how round my head is.
Hey, Hiko, you have a great head.
Yeah. What's that?
I've heard of Asmongold.
They say you have great head.
I have the
Well,
best.
wait a minute.
Well, you know, they tell me I'm awesome, so yes.
When I came to Japan the first time, I had no hair. I shaved my head in South
Like
Africa.
on your whole body, or?
If you have hair on your head, like
it's
elsewhere, I think you have a sorry.
Het is verplicht. Het is verplicht.
So the good news for those of you who are foreign is that if you come to Japan and you don't have hair, you'll get a gaijin pass.
Yeah, my wife proposed to me when I had no hair, and now I have hair, so she's gonna maybe.
Now she's filing for divorce. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait. She proposed to you. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Really? Can you tell us how that happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's too personal.
yeah. Okay. Well, there's a short version, and then there's the real one. But the short one I say for my students. So, do you want to be treated as students or fair? Let's see. Well, first, I spoke to my wife 8 months before coming to Japan. We met. Do you know Lang 8? I don't think it exists anymore.
Oh yeah,
I've heard of it.
Is it gone?
Was that the Tofugu thing or something? But yeah,
If you want to trade, like if you want to maybe study Japanese, you type your diary there, and a Japanese person will come and correct it, and you like trade for free. Basically, you learn Japanese and they learn English, and then we decided to Skype and skip the whole process and just speak. And so I said, well, I want to go to Japan, but I don't know where to go. And she said, well, my parents said you can live with us, and I'm like, what?
What the hell?
That's weird. Because her dad is like a samurai, and he's like 65, and he can like run the 110.6 seconds or something. Not really, but yeah. And they're in the countryside. If you know Saga, it's like.
Oh, you're in Saga, right. Oh, you have a beautiful cave. I saw it on TV today. There's some cave you can take a boat into a cave.
So, long story short, and then she said, you can live with us. And I'm like, wow, that's nice. And then first we Skyped with her parents. And then the first thing he said is, well, this is funny because I'm from South Africa.
You should
and
shave.
he's like, no. And then he said, well, he's white. Like, because my wife said he's from South Africa. And he expected, an African. And he's like,
Disappointed.
How could you this? And I'm like, is anything wrong? At that moment, I didn't understand any Japanese. And
it's a lot to explain at that point, isn't it?
Yeah, and then the weird thing is, then my parents came, and they can't really speak any English. They speak Afrikaans.
Oh, really?
They speak like Holland. So. And then it was really complicated because my mother said something to me. I told my wife. My wife told it to their parents, and it took like a minute to say hello. And so anyway, and then they're like, yeah, you can stay here. And then I came here to Saga, and then she proposed to me during the holiday.
Wow.
Your first
Congratulations, man.
Yeah,
the first meeting. And well, I didn't like say yay. Yes, I said, okay, let's sit down and let's talk about the future. And we did that for like 6 hours. We like, do you want kids? I want kids. And
it sounds like she had an agenda, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
But we Skyped for about 2-3 hours for 8 months. So we felt like best friends rather than
you realize that based on that, I mean, J-Rock here can probably do like 6 proposals per live stream.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
And now I'm in Japan with 2 lovely kids, and I'm super happy. But the thing is that if you
Reddit would disagree with you. 14 minutes.
Yeah.
The second kid, at least. I don't know about the first kid.
The thing about Reddit is that all the people on Reddit are like happy. That's the problem.
I just uploaded a video today about my daughter. It no dislike so far. Okay. The same child. Anyway, so now the thing is, being in Japan, you have a goal in the beginning. You want to be here, work here. So what's next? And I'm on that phase where I'm deciding if you're an ALTer, like I've done factory work, that's the hardest. Like working in a manufacturing company, car manufacturing company, and now I have to actually start my own thing because as an ALT you can't do, you can't earn more.
There's a limit, right?
Yeah,
So
you can work
what do you
during
do
your
now?
vacations though.
What do you
Now
do?
I worked at a Japanese headlight manufacturing factory, but now I'm back to LT work to have more free time to pursue my own stuff. Yeah.
Okay, but you want to do something else, huh? I see. Right. And you don't have a long, what's it called, permanent residence?
Yeah, I'm allowed to work anywhere and
You said
do
permanent
whatever I
residency.
want.
What's your visa?
Oh, visa, spousal visa for, well, they gave me one for 6 years. Is it 6?
Wow, on the
There you
first
go.
try?
They
No,
put a
no.
limit. They put a limit on your marriage. Sort of.
They put a limit on his marriage.
No. I actually renewed it last year. So the first one was 3 years, and then now I got one for 6.
So I know a beautiful
Hi, Toy.
woman in Tokyo who kept getting her spousal visa renewed yearly because they just thought, I guess they thought she was a hoe or something. I don't know.
How long?
Gang.
How long does it take to get permanent residence here in Japan?
If you're from what I've read, 5 years if you're
If you're
alone.
married.
It's shorter now.
5 years if
They
you're married
keep
and
changing
10
the
years
rules.
if you- yeah.
Andy, I think
Actually
it's
married,
Japanese.
But they can accelerate it, and it's 5 years if you are married. So if they give you a 6-year extension, you can probably apply pretty much any time you want after the 5-year mark.
All
But I
right.
got married right on when I was here 10 years. So I was eligible either way, but it was 10 years anyway. But I think now they make it easier. Like
Or you got yours first? Who got it first?
sorry,
Who got it first? Me or you? I don't remember.
probably you. You were here longer anyway, right? You got here way before me.
But just to explain things to people, Hiko, although is much more intelligent than I am, he paid somebody to do it, and I did it by myself. So it's not that difficult.
Which I think was a smarter move.
No, it's easy.
Yeah,
It's
the
easy to do. It wasn't hard at all.
Hassle, man.
It took me like 2 hours of just paperwork. That was it.
Well, then you gotta
There's like 2 hours of live streaming I could have been doing.
You could have been proposing to your next wife. That's funny. All
Like I
right.
said, I spin to go live. That's what I do.
Let's make sure everyone gets a little attention here with channel names. So it's your boy Jvloggers,
Gang.
right? Then we have TheRedValue,
Oh, hey guys.
right?
Hey,
And Simon, what's your? I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot your channel name. Something by the room, the green room.
it's probably common. No Chanama. Yeah.
Could you write it in the
Well, yes. I should just type
chat if you can.
in this chat, in our chat. I'll have to. I can't do Japanese characters.
Whatever.
I put it in there for you, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Yes. Somebody copy and paste me.
Actually, does it need to be in Japanese or is it just?
It's in the second half is Japanese.
Okay,
Thank you,
good.
Mashu and Rena, for that name. Yeah. Okay.
It's your boy Jvloggers, and then it's Phoenix. How do you spell Phoenix?
PHOENYX because I'm
PHOENYX 787.
Yes. Oh crap! I forgot if it was. Ah, damn it.
The Red Value.
Doesn't know his
Simon,
channel name,
I
by the
forgot
way.
second kanji, man. God damn it! I'm such a noob. Trying to
What's Light's actual?
Raito Japanese library.
It's in
That's what it
katakana.
was.
Raito is in katakana, and then Japanese library is.
There we go.
not.
It's in there now.
Can you write it? In
I'm
the
on
chat?
Chanama.
You can write it somewhere so I can get to it.
Okay, I'll Raito.
Is that everybody? That's everybody. And of course, Hikosaemon.
Oh, wait. Am I typing it here? Should I?
Type it in the chat in the comment section if you can.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, did.
Hiko, what are you going to be talking about tomorrow night? Are you doing a show tomorrow night?
Yeah. I've got no idea. I just make it up as I go along.
You make it up, makes up some news. Yeah.
So I tweet stuff. Like my Twitter's pretty. I mean, everyone who looks at my Twitter instantly complains to me that I tweet too much.
That's
So
That's true. I followed you like 2 days ago after you subbed to me, and then I was like, damn, that guy tweets a lot. Damn. Damn.
So
See, I like his Twitter though. It's content.
It is content. It is actually genuinely cool, and there is some like cool news in there that I'm gonna steal for some upcoming videos. So,
So what I do is
good resource.
So what I do is I look at my tweets from the whole week in Flipboard, which converts all the links like into the news stories that I'm linking in them.
That's good.
And I flip through that and I decide like what's the 12 most interesting things that I tweeted this week, which takes about like 3 hours to go through the whole thing.
Really?
This is a lot of crap to filter out. And so basically my live show is like the 1 hour of worthwhile tweets from the whole week and basically talking about those stories and what they're actually about, like the backstories on them.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Well, I do the Twitter thing on the train. So I love RSS. So I read all my news through RSS. And if I see anything that I like or that I think is shareable, I'll mark it and it automatically gets shared. And sometimes I'll tweet a follow-up comment. And then on Sunday, like an hour before the show or 2 hours before the show, I'll just flip through all the news stories that I've picked up this week. And I'll think, yeah, that's a good story. Or yeah, it's not so interesting. And I'll kind of pick out like, yeah, the 12 most interesting things.
I like the one about the debt one. The rising debt levels of Japan. That's
debt levels, yeah, the statistics and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like data. It's like asset to me, like good asset.
How do you fit it on like an hour? Because you have a lot of stuff that a lot of the stuff that you tweet, like you're one of the authorities on Japan news. So it's like, how do you decide what gets put in a show, and then how do you fit it all in 1 hour without like going over?
The key is not thinking. The moment you pause and actually consider, everything collapses. So no, it's just the vibe and rushing.
That makes sense.
But seriously, it's kind of funny. Sometimes I'll do a show where I've only got like 8 topics this week, and I'll say to everybody, hey, I'm just going to play some tunes at the end because I'll have plenty of time. And it turns out I don't have enough time. And sometimes I've got heaps of stories and I go faster, and it turns out I get through it all. So, you never know. Generally, I tend to hit on an hour. I've just got like a biorhythm for it now.
Hiko, do you use your Twitter? Is it Twitter to benefit your YouTube channel, or to I don't know, like all the time you spend on Twitter? Maybe you can do something there.
Well, I mean, whenever I put a video up, of course I tweet. I'll put this video up. Although honestly, it just adds to the spam and noise on my Twitter. I do get links back. Obviously, people do discover from Twitter, which is nice. But so my Twitter is my Twitter, and I guess there are some people who I have people who mainly follow me through Twitter. I have people who mainly follow me through YouTube and stuff. And I always like the conversations on Facebook, but I try not to spam up my Facebook anything like I do with the Twitter. So yeah, it complements. Although I'm not being very strategic. It's pretty much just me randomly sharing. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. Cheeky comment. Maybe talk about it on Sunday.
So we have a question in the comment section. Are you a beta or an alpha?
No.
Omega, definitive Omega.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to take that guy and bend him over a chair and show him. People who use beta and alpha.
It's like a pommel horse.
I'm just kidding. The people who use beta and alpha are betas.
Oh,
yeah. Indeed.
You see what I just did?
The insult master.
Until I said that sentence, and I'm a beta.
Oh shit!
That's like one of those crazy bird names that you don't know what they're
You
doing.
gonna take that, J-Rod?
J-Rod, that's his name. Do you know that J-Rod?
Hmm?
Do you know J-Rod 56?
Yeah, he's in the streams a lot.
Who is
He donates too, so.
Oh, he does? Okay. Oh,
what about Beta Max, says Rodri? What about Beta Max?
I'm up for Omega. Oh.
What are you talking about, Betamax, huh? Oh, huh?
Betamax.
There was actually a guy named Betamax here, a blogger many years ago. You're not talking about him.
I think I know
Master
that.
Beta.
I got something to ask all you guys who have been to Japan or lived in Japan.
What's up?
Just the right off the top of your head, what's the stupidest thing you've seen in Japan?
Jvloggers, including me.
Besides Jvloggers.
Okay, actually, I do have an answer to that one.
I'll give you a simple example. It doesn't have to be super stupid. Okay, when I first came to Japan years ago, and I was reminded of this guy. I met an old friend today that I met 27 years ago or so, and he said, "I remember meeting you because you made an observation." He grew up here. He's like 65. He grew up here, and he was telling me. He said, "I remember you made this observation I never noticed before." And the observation was, when you go to the supermarket, you go to the apple section. It'll say 1 apple, 300 yen, 2 apples, 600 yen. And
Oh.
these signs still exist, and I don't understand them even now. And he said he'd never noticed them before. And he said, "You're right." But I mean, it's not a major thing, but it's.
I mean, come on, the Japanese whip out a calculator for basically everything. They're like, oh yeah, let's make a basic calculation. All right, whip out a calculator, and that's why, because the Japanese suck at maths,
Oh yeah,
and they oftentimes buy two apples, and they just need to know why.
they're famous for being bad at math, Asians.
Yeah, it's like the number one stereotype here. Well, that's why they whip out the calculator like every single time, like literally.
Even if it's
Every
basic,
time.
yeah, that is true. Okay, so that's two things. So my observation about the apples, and your observation that they use calculators for even the most basic calculations. Yeah,
And fax machines.
and I'm not hating on Japanese. Oh, fax machines. Okay, that's kind of a dumb thing. Yeah.
Musical toilets. Musical toilets. It plays music and birdsong to disguise the fact that you're having a crap. But
I
lets everybody know that you're having a crap.
Actually.
I like that
Right.
one. I don't think that's.
I feel so offended at install the Japanese toilets, which 100%, no, 127 times, well, like completely lost, but they're better than any other toilet. I love them.
You need a calculator.
I need to drink less. That's
No.
what I need.
The point is not to hate on Japanese. I'm just saying something that just struck me as being dumb or
No,
needless,
of course. I know he was just kidding, but I
right.
love Japanese toilets. I just want to put that out there. They're the best. If you can get a Japanese toilet, just get one.
It depends on the toilet. I've gotten some toilets. The poop
I
slide.
always feel whenever I go outside of Japan and I'm trying to explain Japanese toilets to people, it feels like the Demolition Man trying to explain the three shells. You know, and it's like I feel bad for the people in the future trying to explain the three shells to Sylvester Stallone. It's like, yeah, seriously, like how can? It's like everyone's using long drops in caves outside of the country pretty much now, but no one gets it. So yes. I'm with you.
I'm definitely afraid to press the button that sprays your butt with the water.
What? It's very
You've never
awesome.
done that.
I did that all the time. It feels really nice.
I only do it when my wife's not home. You know,
You're skid mark in Japan still. I mean, seriously, please welcome to the 20th century. Press the button. You will thank me.
It's like, come on, we use water for everything to clean every part of our body except our anus. Like, why?
And I saw a video
Makes
recently that said that same thing.
Yeah, that's where I stole the joke from
That's
Conan.
where you stole it.
I stole a lot of jokes.
It was on Deadpool, and it's been around.
I mean, if you had shit all over your hands, would you wipe it with a tissue or would you wash them? But that's what.
I'm trying to slice my hand off in that situation. But...
No, guys, no.
We just cut off his hand. I never want to see this hand again.
This is where I'm going to draw the line, because, like, in South Africa, we don't have a lot of water sometimes, and like, you give a South African water, and you're like, "What are you going to do with it?" No, I'm going to spray it up my ass. Like, no, like, so.
You think you're crazy, right? What a waste of water. That's true.
I'm reading the chat here. Radley says I'm homophobic against Japanese toilets.
Homophobic.
Yeah. So the first week I came to Japan, and my wife's grandmother passed, and I had to go to I went to the funeral, and they passed the bones with
chopsticks.
Yeah, chopsticks.
Metal chopsticks.
Yeah, and then a few days later. No, it's not. It's big wooden ones.
They're big wooden ones, but they're different lengths. Did you know that?
Like cooking ones?
I didn't do my research on funerals.
Because the dead...
You've been using the wrong chopsticks all this time.
This is very culturally important and interesting. They're very large, long chopsticks, but they're different lengths because they want the dead... If the dead happen to realize that the ghost of the dead come and are observing you, they want them to realize that they're dead. And the giveaway is that, the chopsticks are different lengths.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you mean... Okay, I get it. I get what you're saying.
So, and a few days later, my wife's sister, she passed me something with the chopsticks, and I just took it with mine. And I felt so stupid. Everyone looked at me. They're like, after they told me a few days ago,
well,
do
you're African.
They forgave me, but I felt so stupid. And saying "kampai" out of like is it not a sourski, but it's like a kinembi, someone's death.
You said
reunion. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But the thing is, if people you say you don't say anything, right? So I felt, I felt so. I till this day I feel horrible about that. But even after people told me. But the shock is so big that I don't want to say kampai anymore. You know, I think twice before.
If somebody's dead, you know.
Even now.
Yeah.
You can say skull.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to share those two moments. Yeah, that was pretty.
I've got a great one. I've told this one before though. My first night in Japan, I had a great big meal with my homestay family. The guy it doesn't matter how I met them, but the next day they said, "How did you like the food last night?" I said it was great. I especially loved the unko.
Oh God!
Sweet at the end of the meal, and they had the red beans inside. I said, the unko.
Okay, I don't get this one. Everyone else is laughing. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's unko. Yeah, the filled bread.
Anko is red bean paste, and unko is shit.
Okay. Oh man.
Yeah, I said to a girl, I said, "What? Hey, すごいない." I said, すごいお尻ですね, but I wanted to say お城, like nice castle. So I said, すごいお尻ね.
That's a nice.
She just looked at me, and I didn't know that.
There you go. That's a nice novel line.
That's funny.
I'm assuming it's Mashu in the comments because he said, I hit the female button by accident. Weird experience.
Yeah, that is Mashu. Mashu, did that feel like you're getting pressurized on your taint or what?
Female button.
Hiko, how about you? I've never heard of you say any. Have you never made a mistake? Are you above us all? What's going on there?
Made a mistake?
Any language mistakes?
Oh yeah. No, I've
memorable.
Yes, I've done some pretty bad ones.
No,
well, so there's one. Okay, so there's one which I must admit, it's harder to tell now. It was easier to tell when I didn't speak Japanese very well. So in New Zealand, the group of people that I used to hang out with were like, they just had, it was like a group of university students who were these rich kids, but they would basically talk like Yakuza movies, like all the time. And these were the people I'd hang out with. So I was completely, removed from normal, acceptable, tolerable Japanese. And these guys were basically always playing mahjong, and there'd be these girls coming around. These girls would play a joke, and the put down for them saying like a bad joke, they would say "okazuzo," which is literally like a gangster threatening to rape them. I mean, so this was not normal friendly conversation. But the problem was I didn't have any acclimatization. I thought that was like a normal, "Oh, you silly Billy," and I took that, and I was in different company, and someone made a joke. And I didn't know any better. I was just picking up from all the people around me. And I leaned across in a crowded room, and I threatened to rape the person.
Oh God!
I said "Okazuzo," and everyone just looked at me exactly how they would look at you if you just suddenly threatened to rape somebody. And they said that no one talks like that. Don't say that. And I was like, I just learned the language lesson.
Oh God!
You got school.
At Okazuzo, and I was told that Okazuzo is just not something anyone ever normally says. And who the hell are you hanging out with that you would say that?
You have to be careful with okosareta and okasareta.
Oh God!
I was woken up or I was raped.
Jesus.
So why did you sleepy today? My wife woke me up many times last night. Nankai mo okosareta. I was raped many times last night.
When you're learning Japanese and you're saying "sensei ni homerareta," when you want to say "homerareta," when my teacher praised me for doing a great job, and you mix it up and you say "sensei ni homerareta."
Oh.
And it's really easy to make that mistake. And
no!
Explain that to the audience, Hiko.
Oh, it has two meanings. It could mean just that I was shafted or screwed, like screwed as in done, like in English, like my teacher screwed me over. But it could also mean my teacher raped me. I realize this theme keeps coming up.
but he's saying the first one is homerareta. I was praised.
I was praised. Instead, if you say hamerareta,
raped. So.
I was penetrated.
Penetrated.
It's all in the vowels.
Yeah.
The A makes a big difference.
Yeah, it does.
Especially if you have a South African accent, you have to be particularly careful of that.
I have no idea what you are talking about. You're going to deny everything you're saying tonight. I don't want to get another word from you.
It's okay, man.
Sounds a bit like Irish as well.
Yeah,
it does have that sound.
That's a Russian.
Mully, you know, you guys know Mully.
No, you guys cannot do the
Yes, I know
accent.
Molly.
He's from
He was
Cincinnati.
gonna come on the show, but he said I cannot top Hiko raping people. So sorry, man. Oh, thanks. Well, we should wrap up things anyway, but it's been an hour now. But hey, it's been a great dialogue, though scatterbrained, but that's fine. I will put the links to everybody in the description after.
Hey, Alan.
Thank you. Yes. Can I just sort of say, anybody who's watching now, please come and watch me tomorrow.
Who do you got on tomorrow night?
I've got Zoshu Zipperin, who is a musician and composer, and we're going to be talking about Gagaku Fusion, among other things, and Star Trek and Star Wars and stuff.
Oh, cool. And what time are you going on?
8:30 Japan time.
Okay.
Evening.
And Hiko's coming on tomorrow at 11?
Always 10:30.
10:30. Yeah. Okay. And I can't go on. I'm taking my family to Guam.
Oh, cool.
Next Saturday.
Nice.
So I'll be in Guam for 1 week.
Nice.
But maybe at the end of, probably not when I come back, so it'll be the same day. But we'll try to do this again. And now that I've got Gimmeabreakman, a little news. Gimmeabreakman's got his, speaking about myself in the third tensor, live streaming rights back. But I've also got the GoPro 7, which you can live stream with.
And I saw you doing that the other day, and I was like, that blew my mind because that was just on a stick, right? And it was on a Steadicam. It was so smooth.
It's very smooth, yeah.
That was nuts.
And the only bad thing about this thing is that you need a special adapter for the mic, which they're out of stock right now, and it's going to take a month to get here, and it costs $50.
Oh,
is it because it's an action camera?
It's an action camera, but it's the number 7, and it's called the gimbal killer because it's just so steady.
Oh, really?
It is so crazy good.
Well, I've just walked out on the gimbals.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gimbals are great, and you can actually, if you have an iPhone and a gimbal, that's fine, But you can use the GoPro 7 for streaming too.
I mean, if you put that 7 probably on that gimbal, you could probably do like the Star Wars speeder bike scenes pretty much. It would probably be just nuts, just how smooth it would be.
Yeah, I was thinking of getting a gimbal.
5, so that's I'm going to make do with this.
Apparently, someone named Peter Von Gott uses his GoPro 7 to stream from his motorcycle. So other people.
I was thinking of getting a gimbal, but then I noticed if I get the GoPro, I don't really need to use the gimbal because I generally hold my DSLR quite steady enough to not need it. And if I do use some crazy scenes like the walking around and the yada yada yada, the sports scenes, I can just use the GoPro for that, so I don't need the gimbal in the foreseeable future.
Oh, just a question from Ronin Dave here. It says this is on Google Hangout, right?
Yeah.
And it seems all things related to Google on YouTube is going away.
What?
Anybody know whether we're going to still be able to live stream on YouTube?
Yeah, so they don't call this Hangout on air anymore. They just in the live streaming settings, it's just called Camera. So obviously, YouTube continue to offer live streaming straight from webcams. It's just they're not going to call it Hangouts anymore. They're deprecating Hangouts as a standalone app. That's all.
All right.
I have that up on my phone. It works really well.
And just in case someone missed it, the March 30th Hanami party. Over 700 people are interested, and over 85. How many people are coming?
Right now on the thing it says 85 going, but
85 going.
With
But
that, it's really hard to tell until the day of because people might not be able to actually go.
Yeah, I still need to book my flight tickets.
Right, that's important too. Get your flight tickets now because that's a pretty busy week for Japan in terms of tourism.
I want to try to stream the whole event. I'm gonna probably stay there from Friday to Sunday, and I just want to continue the stream and not end it. I want to try it.
Make sure that Wi-Fi partner of yours has.
If you sleep, I'll take over.
Yeah, I just want to keep it on as long as I can. So I'm gonna try that.
I do want to ask people to make sure you guys before you go to the Hanami to confirm on the event page where we're going to be at, because I'll get there at like 8 and I'll set up everything and I'll leave a map mark, but by the time 11 o'clock rolls around is the cell phone service in Yogi Park starts becoming crap because there's so many people there.
Didn't know that.
It happened last year and it happened in 2006.
Yeah.
So,
you need to do a GPS.
Or 16 rather, but
I'll put a link in the description to the Facebook page.
Right, that's what I'm going to do when I get there.
Okay, cool. Sounds great.
Yep.
All right, thanks. Anyone have any last word they want to say something before we sign off?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
First of all, I wanna
Goodbye.
give a big shout out to our sponsor, Strong Zero. You need to go and buy that stuff. Kiwi flavor is pretty good, and if you don't buy Strong Zero, we're gonna have to delete all our channels. And
Yeah.
damn, that's gonna be sucks. Bad for us. But anyways, Strong Zero, very important. And Simon, I don't know what you're doing with that one. Just
Well,
I don't know.
it's a nice Merlot. I mean,
Okay. But Strong Zero, that's stuff that you need now. Okay. Well,
There you go.
that's done for me.
Merlot.
I just wanted to say that I'm live every day on YouTube. It's your boy Jvloggers. I go live at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Central time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Those are American time zones. Japan, it's 10 a.m. But I'm just live every day, and I go live for like anywhere between 4 to 14 hours. So
what?
So yeah,
that's a long time span.
Yeah, it's a long time span. So
You had
just
to
throwing it out there.
Personal Japanese toilet next to him, just in case.
So 人間たちは何でもできる. I just wanted to say that. 本当に.
Very good.
Yeah, humans can't do anything, and I hope everyone that's watching you are spot on with your goals. But on the Hanami day, I'm gonna cheat. So, yeah, with my goals, I'm gonna go all out and sleep late, get up early. Yeah. Anyway, so I hope everyone is very good until that day. I hope I'll come back to Saga alive because
You'll be fine.
I don't know
You'll
if
be okay.
yeah.
Last train back to Saga.
Now I'm flying, walking back to Saga.
Oh god, that's a long walk.
Abroad in Japan, going by bike. So yeah, just thanks for having me on the show. Though I think this is my first time.
Yeah,
with everyone here.
Good to meet you.
Yep.
Finally,
Oh yeah,
after
thank you. Yeah.
We
like,
Light and I
thanks for
had
the
the
time.
drama a couple months, 6 months ago or so, or maybe more, maybe about a year ago. But we still gotta work that out sometime. So we'll figure that out.
oh, you're
Sumo match at the Hanami.
I'll get there late. I'll get there late.
Damn.
after
I
you
start
have
working
your
out. This
drinks.
guy's in good shape.
So wish I could go.
Oh yeah, and Hiko reminds everyone, please subscribe to Canada.
Subscribe to Canada.
Okay, thanks a lot for joining us, guys. And I'll see you all very soon. Hopefully in a couple weeks. Do it right again.
See y'all.
Yeah.
Good night.
Bye.
Yep.
All right.
Stop broadcast. Okay, stopping.